This episode is brought to you by Boost Mobile.
Hi guys, we're back.
Hey.
IRL family.
What's up, IRL family? We are back. Another episode of Angie Martinez IRL Weekly. Yo, life has been lifing. I'm always really careful to say that, though.
It doesn't mean it's bad lifing, though.
No, sometimes.
Right, but
somebody always got it worse. I was having a conversation with a friend the other day.
Someone always got it better, too.
Somebody does always got it better. And your path is your path. Some friends of mine had a little miscommunication. And both of them have came to me separately about it. And I realized they both got a lot of shit going on. And each side didn't realize how much the other side had going on. And I just was like, you know what? Every single person has shit going on. And sometimes you in turn like, damn, they my friend. They should know I need them in this time. Or you're thinking that way. So you feel about your friend. Or everybody got shit. Everybody got shit they're battling right now. And so I don't know what the fucking point of this was, but like
life be lifing, and why you don't say.
Yeah, life be lifing, because then, all right, so then I'll have like a bad day or a bad week. But then one of my friends is like, damn, they going through that.
Makes your problem not seem that big.
And number one, it makes your problem not seem that big. And then number two, it's like, I wasn't even thinking about what they were experiencing right now. Let me shift my energy a little bit. So you're thinking about upgrading to the all-new iPhone 17 Pro, designed to be the most powerful iPhone ever. But are you also thinking about the traffic on your way to the store, or transferring all your data and all the time that takes? Well, the good news is that when you order a brand new phone online with Boost Mobile, they'll send an expert to your home or to your work to deliver your brand new iPhone 17 Pro and get you all set up. Boost Mobile can do that within minutes, no hassle. All you got to do is visit boostmobile.com to get started. Delivery available for select devices purchased at boostmobile.com. Terms apply. And sometimes that helps, right? The fastest way to solve your own problems, like if you're in a rut, I always remember this. If like I'm in a rut, or I'm in a woe is me, or a sad place, or whatever, the quickest way to make yourself feel better is to do something for somebody else. It's like a quick fix. It's almost like a cheat code. Like if you're, damn, I can't figure this out. Damn, I can't believe this happened. Damn, me, my shit, my this. The fastest way to make yourself feel better is to do something for somebody else. It's not the all ending. You still have to get back to yourself and heal whatever's going on. But if you're just looking for a way to cheat that.
Quickly relief
is to do something for somebody else. Put you in a better place.
I got to be careful with that type of thing, though, because then I'll just only do stuff for anybody.
You cannot do that. No, that's not good.
Then I'm like, where's me?
What about me? Yeah. No, don't do that. That's always, the extremes are never good.
Yeah.
You can't be about everybody else, and you can't be all about yourself all the time. There's got to be like a mid. And how did we get to this? This just came out of nowhere. This is in real life happening, real life, in real time.
It's
right
how
now.
life is lifing.
Life is fully lifing. We've had some really good episodes recently. I really liked
Leslie Jones.
We haven't regrouped since then. First of all, she gave me like a whole fortune teller reading in the episode. If you haven't watched it yet, please go watch it. Well, also she was talking about her brother. You know, her brother had passed and they were beefing before he died, and she never really got to fix that. And he called her. She didn't answer.
I wish I had answered the phone.
You didn't answer? Were you somebody that screens a lot? Because I do that.
No, I was mad at each other. He was doing some dumb shit anyway, and I didn't feel like I was making a lottery ticket in Atlanta, and I didn't feel like answering. I was like, just whatever, because he had already did something. And somebody had said he was in the hospital, but I was like, oh, he's fine. I'll talk to him later. He passed away.
Oh, that's tough. How do you make peace with that?
How do you make peace with that?
Yeah.
You continue to tell yourself, fuck. You know, tell people to fucking love their people while they're here. Mm-hmm. If your loved one is if you mad at your mama, unless your mama abused you or did something fucking awful, go make up with your mama. If your daddy is still here and he ain't, like, go make up with people. Stop that shit. It's I promise they gone in a fucking minute. And ain't nothing worse than the people that's close to you dying and them not knowing that you love them.
So she was telling everybody, like, and we've heard this before, like, you never know when somebody's life is going to be changed over, or they're removed. Everybody has an expiration date, and you just never know when people's expiration date is. So if you can, you know, it's funny because in some of the comments I saw, people said, no, thank you. Not when they're toxic, not when they're this.
I mean, yeah, but she said that too.
She said that.
Yeah.
She was like, I'm not saying if somebody abuses you, you should make right with them. But if there are things that you can kind of let go, that's best to do it. Because she has a lot of regret about not being right with her brother when he passed. I don't know. There's a lot of death lately, too. This week, we just lost D'Angelo recently. I was having a conversation about that yesterday. And I find it really interesting how there's certain people that when they die, it just hits different.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And it don't even be the people necessarily that you're the closest with. Sometimes people die and then you're like, yo, I really like them, or they really mattered to me. And you don't really process it until they're gone. Some people you do, some you don't. But there's certain individuals, like D'Angelo just passed. And I'm seeing people talk about his music and how much it meant. And I don't remember seeing people talk about D'Angelo that much before. Same thing happened with Nipsey Hussle. When Nip died, everybody was affected by his life so deeply. People got to learn who he was more. I think there's certain people that after they die, you kind of realize the impact that they have on you. Like we just saw that with D'Angelo. It's funny because when Prodigy, shout out to Mobb Deep, they just put an album out. When Prodigy died, and Prodigy, we weren't like, we didn't go to the mall together. We was always cool. I'd interviewed him a bunch of times. He always showed love. He hopped on one of my albums back in the day. Like, showed love, cool, but like we weren't besties. But something about when he died, it really hit me hard. And I realized not only that I was sad personally, because somebody I knew was always cool, I respected him as an artist, it was also what he represented. He represented an era, a time, a music, a purity about that craft.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like he represented something bigger than just his personality or his specific contributions. What he represented, I almost felt was gone when he left. So it's like you don't really realize people's impact until they're gone. Has it ever happened to you? Or you haven't had that much experience with death?
I'm actually terrified of when, because I know like as you're getting older, like it's gonna come.
Yeah.
And we talk about that stuff like that so much on this pod. I haven't even wrapped my brain around like how I'm gonna
respond.
Yeah, it's hard.
But have you not known anybody who's died? You have.
I have, but not someone who's like had such an emotional impact on me. Like in high school, I've had like a friend of a friend that passed. Or
Clark. We went through Clark.
Yeah,
you got to know Clark well.
Yeah, I did. That one was tough, but even still, like I got to know him for a short period of time.
But also sometimes some people represent something in your life. Like how I talk about Prodigy represented this part of hip hop culture. Or like even how Nip probably really represented something to people. And I feel like D'Angelo represented a shift in music, and you know what I mean? What were you gonna say?
This one is not as nearly as like important as someone who's so big to the culture. Stop. But like the first time someone passed was like my first boyfriend. This sounds so low, like silly, but it was my first boyfriend. And I remember he was like into skateboarding and hip hop, and he was like the first person that kind of like put me onto a Mobb Deep or like taught me what like old school hip hop was. And I remember just thinking he was so the coolest. No, he was the coolest person ever. He put me onto like Nike SBs. Like I literally was like, a lot of my current day interests started with him. And then even after we broke up, I remember when I was in college, the last year of my college year, he passed away. And I remember I was really hurt by it to the point where I had dreams about him. I'm like, I haven't talked to this guy in years. Why am I having dreams about him? But then it brought me back to like all the things
it's a piece of your child, like not young adulthood.
Yes. But also like
no, it's a perfect example.
Kind of how it helped mold my character too. Look at the stuff I'm interested in now and what I'm doing. And I always used to hold his opinion so highly when it came to like music, culture, and fashion and things. And I remember when I was leaving from school, I was trying to decide like what path for my career I was going to take. And I had a dream with him where he was like, just do the thing you always talked about doing. And that's actually what helped me move to New York.
That's interesting. As you're saying that, I'm thinking, first of all, there's no different what you're talking about. What I'm saying about Prodigy or D'Angelo or Nipsey Hussle, it's the same thing. It's like what somebody represents to you. It's even bigger. It's not diminishing who they were or their personal connections, their family, but it's even bigger than that. It's like how their life impacted you in a way. And so maybe that's a way, how Leslie was saying, to make peace with people or to appreciate people while they're here. It's like maybe making note of that. The people who have influenced you and in the ways that they have, it might be a way to honor people in that way. Like, we don't always think about that.
No.
Like, how has that person changed my life? Or how has this person being alive or doing that shifted my... Because even like my mother, right? So Diane Keaton just passed.
Right.
My mom looks at her as...
Oh my gosh.
A peer. She never met that lady. She don't know her. But to her, she's a woman that represents a time that is important to my mother. She's a woman who represents women operating at a high level with excellence and, talent and breaking through, and just at any age, showing it's okay to be 50 or 60 and have these big roles. So I think that struck my mother. Even when we were talking about the other day, she was getting emotional. I was like, oh, wow.
About Diane Keaton?
About Diane Keaton, who she never met.
Hey guys, today's show is brought to you by Hard Rock Bet. Hard Rock Bet is a sportsbook app, and it's a really simple sportsbook app if you just want to see what everyone's talking about, or if you don't even really care about the game, but you want to make it a little more interesting. You could just bet $1 or $2, very easy. And one Hard Rock Bet player last week turned a $3 bet into over $29,000 in winnings. And if you want to see more wins like that, or you just want to see what I'm talking about, you can follow at Hard Rock Bet on social. Football season is still going, so if you want to try your first bet on Hard Rock Bet, you can get $150 bonus bets if you win. Just place a $5 bet, and if that hits, you get not only your winnings, but you get $150 in extra bonus bets. And since it's Wednesday, if you're already betting on Hard Rock Bet Sportsbook app, you know what that means. It's the last day to use your legendary reward drops. Open up the app today and you can have a bonus bet, or who knows what's in there, all kinds of stuff. And it's always a nice surprise. So new rewards drop tomorrow. Don't miss out. Head over to the Hard Rock Bet app and make your deposit.
But it's just how people's lives, impact you and resonate with you in a certain way. Man, I hope our podcast at some point does that for somebody. That would be amazing.
It's definitely done that. I mean, for me, while we're in the room.
All right, so for nobody else, at least for us.
Yeah. Sorry? Out there? No.
Sorry.
There's been plenty of comments and people who have, even with this new voice memo segment that we have where...
Oh, we're going to do one?
Someone called in. Yes, we'll do one. When someone called in for, we did the first one with Leslie and the young woman who was like...
I know, that was nice.
You made me feel like it was okay to be an awkward Black girl. Like,
she has no idea the impact she has on other Black women who are going day to day with just how unapologetically she shows up as herself. And I love her for that. I know they mistreat you because they're out here mistreating us, Leslie, and you continue to go. And that is the inspiration I took away from your book, from seeing you on TV, from watching your specials. I love that you are so unapologetically yourself that it makes it the norm. You're my aunt, you're my sister, you're my mom. And I feel that I can show up and continue to be myself unapologetically, because you can either take me or you cannot. I loved Leslie Effin Jones, her book. I laughed and cried for 17 hours straight. Leslie Jones makes me feel like I can show up as myself unapologetically every day as she does, and I love her for that.
That's so sweet. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get the little girls that look like me.
That's dope.
That in itself.
Do we have a question today?
Yeah, the question is...
This is our segment, by the way, our Boost Mobile voice note.
Hi, Angie. I'm 50 years old and I just moved to a new city. I just needed something new, so I decided to make a change, but I'm having a hard time finding my community out here. How do I make friends at this age?
You know what? Shout out to Khaled, because he really, with no new friends, he ruined people.
Oh.
I felt Khaled on no new friends, but there's also you should always be making new friends.
Yeah.
We should always be. By the way, thank you for your voice note. Thank you so much. What was her name, by the way?
Rebecca.
Thank you, Rebecca, for your voice note. Listen, I'm with Khaled in terms of I don't need a whole bunch of new friends just to have new friends. Having a bunch of people around, no thank you.
Or consistently seeking out
have
new
boundaries, protect your peace. You don't need a bunch of motherfuckers around or whatever. However, the right people, wherever, and your stage of your life's changed. So who lifts you up, who motivates you, who inspires you. That may change. You may need some new friends. You may need some new inspiration. Or like your situation, Rebecca, you're in a new city. You're going to need people to show you around. You're going to need to see that place through their eyes. So, and it's an opportunity for you to make a new crew. So what are you interested in? And then go there and find those people. Like, I like to golf. I got a new batch of golf friends.
I know so many.
I have golf friends.
So many.
And some of them are just there. Like, I see you at golf. We golf. I don't ever talk to you again till the next time. But while we're there, it's real. Like, our connection to what we're doing is real. Then some of them even after, like, hey, by the way, we were talking about this thing. Check out the, like all of a sudden you become kind of cool, but it opens the space for people that have similar interests. So what are your interests? So in the last episode, we talked to N.O.R.E. He's running now, right? He's got the run club in his past episode with N.O.R.E. That's a thing for him.
After the New York City Marathon, November 2nd,
you are running it.
I am running it.
Wow.
I got my congratulations.
Is this, are you announcing this now? Is this the first time you're saying it?
I've said it, but this is the first time I actually got the actual email from the New York City Marathon to say, congratulations, sir, we'll see you there. And they tell me that I'm going to be in the VIP section with Coco Chobi. I don't know if y'all know what Coco Chobi is. He's the Michael Jordan of running.
This is amazing. Number one, this is amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You deserve to have something that is not work related, that you put effort in, you commit yourself to, because it really, like, I don't know, it fills you up, right? In a different type of way. And it makes you better in your work. You're going to kill this, by the way. You got to find like-minded people. You got to find other runners to show you where the paths are, the races are, to talk about, man, does your toe hurt? Whatever it is, to have the experience with you. And so I think you have to start there, right? Whatever you think, list your 5 things that you like to do or that you want to be happening in your life. I decided a couple years ago I wanted to shoot a short film. I made some friends that are, not that many, but a couple that actually helped me, gave me great information. Shout out to Eve, shout out to Steven, Bernie.
Shout out to Peck.
Shout out to Peck. Also coming into space, using resources. It's like, surround yourself with people that help you to kind of develop. And it doesn't have to be false. Like, I need this, so I'm going to get, because that's the difference. Some people just take from people to help them get. The connection has to be genuine.
Right. It's not networking.
Don't be an opportunist, and don't just for networking or anything like that. But just genuinely connecting with people on something that you genuinely both have interest in. And that's a great way to start new friendships. And it's an opportunity for you to start something new. You're in a new city. Figure out what you want the next 3 to 5 years of your life to look like. And then go to the places where those people work, live, shop, go to church, work out, and put yourself in that mix. And I think you'll find like-minded people there.
I think Rebecca's halfway there, because you have to open up yourself up and be vulnerable to a certain degree to like make new friends. So being honest with yourself, like, I want new friends, is like
uncomfortable for people to say. It's like, vulnerable.
Yeah, especially at the age of 50. You think like,
bitch, we get friends. You don't have no friends?
Yeah, like, what have you been doing this whole time, girl? But things happen, life happens. That's one part of it. And then another part of it is too, like, there's this thing I saw this clip. Actually, my friend was on another podcast and she was talking about how people are lacking in community because they put up too many boundaries. Oh, I'm too tired. I need this time to myself. Oh, I don't want to go to that baby shower. I don't want to, because I need to go do my own thing. And it's like, also be aware that it takes real effort.
Don't close yourself up.
Yes, it takes real effort. You might be too tired to go to the housewarming event or whatever, but you got to get up and show up, because that's how you build community.
And I think there are different types of friendships. There are friendships like that I have with Nikki that we've been friends since we're 8 years old. And if I'm in a project and I don't talk to her barely all month,
I love those.
Those are great friendships to have. And not everyone's going to be like that.
Yeah.
They're lifelong friendships, and lucky you if you have one. Wow, if you have 2 or 3. Like, that is like the blessing from wherever. But that doesn't have to be your only type of friendship. You can have hobby friendships. You could have mom friends. You could have workout buddies.
Or work friends.
Work friends. Or season friends. If you're in a season of healing, if you're going through a divorce, you might want to you might want to talk to other people that have been through that shit.
Yeah.
That's what support groups are all about, is like finding those kind of people. And so, you know, maybe these friends will just be your seasoned friends while you're living in this city. And that's totally cool. And maybe one of them will stick and you'll be friends for 20, 30 years, which is what I hope for Rebecca. But yeah, like Brittany said, you got to be open to shit.
Great.
And thank you to Boost Mobile. That was our voice note, by the way, our new voice note segment. How do people put those in? Where do they go?
They go to Angie Martinez IRL Instagram.
Great.
And you can send us a direct voice note there. And if
DM it?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, DM your voice notes. Great. To Angie Martinez IRL. And we look for them through there. Questions, comments, concerns. No hate, but like critique is fine. I'm cool with that. As long as it's respectful, don't be crazy.
Yeah.
Block you.
Or suggestions. You want to...
I like suggestions.
Yeah. See this guest, ask this guest this question.
Yeah, for sure.
That type of thing.
Anyway, thanks for watching. Check out the Leslie Jones episode, the N.O.R.E episode. N.O.R.E was great. It was great. A couple of things real quick about N.O.R.E. Number one, find you a hobby. It'll change your life at whatever age. Something that you just love. Find it. Keep looking for it. You might not find it year one, but you got to try different shit till you find your thing. You love working out.
I do.
It's amazing to me that you found that.
I do.
But find the thing, you know, and N.O.R.E talks a lot about that in the episode. And he also talks about, which we didn't even get into, being
a loyal husband.
A loyal husband.
My fave.
And how that has shaped his life as of recent, since they've been married.
Even some certain rappers like I hang out with, I do judge you if you're not loyal to your lady. And it's not about like me knowing her and you introducing me to her. It's about you actually, like, because you're not actually cheating on her, you're cheating on yourself. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you can lay down and you can disrespect a lady that you lay down with, who feeds your kids, who wakes you up in the morning, and then what you gonna do this shit? You gonna treat me like shit?
Yeah.
Well, how the fuck can I be worth something to you if the person that's worth the closest to you, you have no respect for? So I do judge people by that. You know what I mean?
Two things to learn from. Not what you would expect from the drink champ. That those would be the two things that would like the standout moments of our conversation. That it would be about being a loyal husband and finding your thing that's not work. That's joy. That's peace. That's like, you know, finding your hobby or your passion. Anyway, N.O.R.E episode. Leslie Jones episode. Subscribe, like, tell a friend, leave a voice note, and thanks for watching. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, and check out all of the other episodes we have on Angie Martinez IRL podcast.